Today, you're going to hear an incredible story about a woman named Amanda. She went through clinical death and came back with an amazing message from Jesus. This journey changed her life forever and revealed things she never imagined. What happens in the spiritual world when we pray? How can one simple prayer break demonic strongholds and bring light into the darkest places? In this video, we'll answer these questions and more. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any inspiring stories, and stay with us until the end of the video.
My name is Amanda. That day, I had no idea my life was about to change forever. It all happened so fast. One moment, I felt sharp pain in my chest, and the next, silence. I found myself in a hospital room, where doctors were doing everything to save me. But I was already leaving. My body stayed on the hospital bed, but my soul began a journey that changed everything I thought I knew about life. I was in a place filled with bright light and perfect peace. It wasn't just light, it felt like love wrapping around me from every side. In front of me stood Jesus. His eyes looked right into my soul, removing all my fears. He smiled at me and said, "Amanda, I have something important to show you." Suddenly, everything around me changed. Instead of light and peace, I was in the middle of complete darkness. It was a huge, terrifying landscape, like a nightmare. All around were tall, dark fortresses made of cracked stones. These stones seemed to give off fear and despair. I could feel their power, like a heavy weight pushing down on me, making me want to run away. The sky was covered with thick, black clouds. In the air, I could hear a low sound, like the cries of thousands of suffering souls. In the distance, I saw dark shapes moving, giant figures with glowing red eyes. Their presence filled me with a fear I had never felt before. These weren't just beings. They were forces that kept people trapped in sin, hopelessness, and despair. Jesus was standing next to me. He was calm but serious. He pointed ahead, and I saw a person kneeling on the ground. It was a man wearing simple clothes, his face hidden in his hands. I could feel his pain, his struggle. He looked so small and weak compared to the massive fortresses around him. The man started to pray. His voice was quiet, but it was full of pain and sincerity. His words shook with emotion, but he didn't stop. Then, something incredible happened. A small beam of light rose from his lips and pierced through the darkness. The beam got brighter and brighter, turning into a powerful stream that shot upward. I watched as the light hit one of the fortresses. The ground shook. A loud cracking sound echoed, and I saw the fortress walls start to fall apart. The dark figures screamed, as if they were losing their strength. Then, everything changed. The entire fortress exploded, every stone flying outward as if hit by an unseen force. The darkness around it disappeared completely, leaving behind an empty space filled with freedom and peace. "Do you see this?" Jesus asked, his voice calm but full of power. With tears running down my face, I nodded. This is the power of prayer spoken in faith. Even the simplest prayer, if it's sincere and directed to me, can destroy strongholds like these. In that moment, I understood the depth of the spiritual battles we face. These fortresses weren't just symbols. They were real, built from fear, sin, and evil. And one prayer had the power to destroy them, like a sunrise breaking through the darkest night. Jesus looked at me, and I felt my heart pounding with awe and excitement. What I had just seen was incredible. My voice trembled as I asked him, "How is this possible? How could one prayer destroy something so big?" It was so simple. Jesus smiled at me with love and confidence. A prayer said with faith and in my name has power far beyond what you can imagine. It's a key to heaven and a weapon that the darkness cannot stand against. His words filled my heart. At that moment, I saw something new. I saw hundreds, thousands of people praying all over the world. Some stood quietly, their hands raised. Others knelt, crying out in desperation. I saw children whispering prayers with their eyes closed and elderly people speaking softly but with strong faith. Each prayer became a beam of light rising into the heavens. These beams didn't disappear. They joined together, forming great rivers of light flowing through the spiritual world. I saw these rivers breaking through the darkness, freeing souls trapped in chains.
This story shows us how powerful prayer can be when it's spoken with faith. We all have the chance to join this spiritual battle, breaking the strongholds of darkness. Each step of faith you take can change your life and the lives of others. If this story inspired you, please support our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what you think about the power of prayer and how it has affected your life. Your words could inspire someone else to find hope and faith. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.